Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is my first ever video over here, so I hope you will like it. I've never made a cheesecake before, so I was quite worried how it will turn out. My boyfriend is a professional chef who asked me to make a passion fruit cheesecake for his birthday. I'm sorry for the confusion throughout this video. My boyfriend was giving me instructions on how to make the cheesecake from the side. I was also asking him a hell of a lot of questions while I was following his recipe. I popped the link for my blog below where you can find this entire recipe and more. To make the crust of the cheesecake, I use my Ninja blender to blend the biscuits. Put the biscuits into a blender jug and process until it's completely smooth without any bigger bits. Once you have a smooth texture, pour the mix into a medium bowl. I use 400-gram digestive biscuits. The next step is the butter. I use 200-gram unsalted butter. Melt the butter in the microwave for a couple of seconds. Once it's melted, just scoop the butter into the smooth biscuit mix. Combine the two ingredients together until they have fine crumbs. And we are almost done with the base for our cheesecake. I got a marble cake stand from H&M home for my birthday and I was super excited to finally use it, so I wanted to transfer this cake onto the cake stand later on. To easily do that, I made a cartouche out of a baking paper and I placed it in the bottom of the baking tray. I also used a tiny bit of butter inside the cake tin, so this way the cake will release from the sides easier later on. To learn how to make a cartouche, I popped the link below for you. Once you prepare the tin for the cake, pour the butter or biscuit base into the baking tin and press the mixture firmly down with your fingers, then use any flat base to even it out. I use the back of my cake server. It's very important that the base is completely smooth with no extra crumbs on the side of the cake tin, otherwise your layers won't be pretty once you remove it from the cake tin. When you are done, just place the cheesecake base back into the fridge to let it set while making the middle layer. To make the filling, you can either use a stand mixer or hand mixer, whichever you prefer. I completely relied on my KitchenAid. I like to use it whenever I bake, so I made the entire filling in this bowl. To start, pour 600 ml double cream into the bowl and start whisking slowly. Add 100-gram icing sugar and keep whisking on a slow speed. Once you reach the firm texture, you can either add the next ingredients into the double cream mixture straight away or use a different bowl first to mix them. I didn't trust myself, so I prefer to add these ingredients together in a separate bowl first. Add 500-gram mascarpone, 400-gram cream cheese, and 5mm vanilla extract together. Combine the double cream and the mascarpone mix and process until it's completely smooth. Be careful not to over whisk or the cream will split. When your filling is ready, leave it on the side at room temperature, just until we make the topping. To make the topping, pour the bongo and passion fruit puree into the saucepan. I use 250 ml of this. Place the saucepan over heat and bring it to boil. Once you reach the boiling point, set it aside. Next step is to pour cold water in a bowl or pan. Soak 3 gelatin leaves in the bowl. Make sure that the sheets are entirely covered with water and just leave it on the side until they are soft and stuck all together. That's when they are ready to be used next. Now scoop 3 passion fruits into a bowl. When you are ready, pour them into the hot passion fruit puree. Now back to the gelatin sheets. Take the leaves out of the water, strain the excess water out and place it into the hot puree. Keep stirring until the gelatin sheets are entirely dissolved. Set aside again and let it cool. Keep your eye on the topping and keep stirring it every so often to make sure it doesn't set. It's time to get the cake and the filling out of the fridge. Scoop the soft cream cheese filling on the top of the biscuit crumb base. The secret for the perfect cheesecake is to make sure there are no cracks on either of the base or the filling side of it. So to flat the top of the cake out completely, I submerged the same cake server that I used before to create a flat base in a jug filled with boiling water. After the still heats up, take it out and wipe it down with a cloth and start wiping the top of the cake with it. This way you will be able to reach a really smooth and super flat top. Place the half-done cake back to the fridge for a couple of hours. Don't forget about the topping. Keep stirring every so often to make sure it doesn't set. Once you think the cake is set and the puree is completely cooled, pour the passion fruit topping on the cheesecake. Keep moving the baking tray in a round circle to make sure the entire white topping part is covered with the puree. Place the cake back to the fridge and leave it to set overnight. I left some tips about removing this cake from the tin over my blog. Link is in the description below. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you in my next video. Bye!